The first shows of 1988 happened in February at the Henry J. Kaiser Convention Center in Oakland, California. Deadheads were treated to another Grateful Dead tradition, the celebration of Valentine's Day, Mardi Gras, and the Chinese New Year. These were held on February 13th, 14th, 16th, and 17th. The second set of shows of the year included a St. Patrick's Day theme and took place on March 16th, 17th, and 18th. Green beer and wine flowed in the downstairs bar. Those miracle tickets were scarce for the February shows. Some extras were available for the first 2 nights of the March shows, but by the last night, people had their fingers and signs in the air once again. Scalpers were plentiful each day.
You have another ticket? Sure. Sure. $20? Expensive around here, 40 bucks.
Will you pay 40 for a ticket?
No.
Any extras?
Need 1 ticket.
Got a ticket for me?
Because I was lame and didn't mail order my ticket.
People in cars, a lot of them had, tickets, but none of them had extras. And then a guy was walking up and I asked him, and yet
Need a ticket, just 1 ticket.
got the extras.
I need a ticket. I want to see what it looks like so I don't have to buy a fake one.
Who's got a Sunday for my Wednesday? Wednesday for Sunday.
Any tickets? Any tickets?
Any extras?
Ticket.
Any extras?
Big hug for a ticket.
No time for scalpers. That's right.
1 ticket.
I have a ticket for tonight if anybody needs one.
For those who did have tickets, the next question was, when to get in line for the show?
Sean, how did you get this priority ticket?
I left before the last night's encore and came out here with the group of people that are up here now and waited all night in line for Mr. Williams to get here this morning with the numbers.
Early in the morning of each show, the famous Clyde Williams of Bill Graham Presents showed up with numbered priority tickets, which he handed out to those diehards who had already formed a line. Then, a few hours before the doors opened, these early birds regrouped, and Mr. Williams let them back in line.
We be on our way. We on our way.
Thousands of Deadheads gathered in the park outside Kaiser, which is located in the densely populated downtown Oakland. Local residents and authorities, unhappy about Deadheads trashing and camping in the neighborhood, threatened to stop future shows at Kaiser. In an effort to maintain goodwill for the band and the Deadheads, the Grateful Dead and Bill Graham Presents posted signs asking Deadheads to be careful how they impacted the area. As a result, the scene was noticeably cleaner, and the Deadheads found somewhere else to sleep. Another part of the effort to keep the neighbors happy involved new rules for the vendors. The booths and aisleways were marked out on the grass with chalk lines. Heights were restricted, and the vendors were no longer allowed to sell after 9 p.m. The new rules caused some discontent among vendors.
It's gotten totally nuts. They took away all our parking spaces. Every time there's new restrictions, while you're trying to load up your stuff into your vehicle, cops are... Last night I got a $19 parking ticket. I'm trying to cooperate and get out early. Can't sell after the shows anymore. It just... I think what's going to happen is that the good people are going to quit, and they'll just be left with people who aren't Deadheads, who just want to make a buck, who are used to hassling in the city with cops and authorities, which I'm not. And it's sad.
They actually instituted controls here and started trying to structure the situation, drawing chalk lines for aisles and stuff, and not allowing people to set up their booths until a certain time, or supposedly camp here the night before. Deadheads are a determined bunch, though, not much for listening to rules.
Yeah,
but
right.
actually, an attempt to establish control and order was successfully made. Wanted us to keep the heights down, and the big thing is not selling after 9 o'clock, which a lot of people get upset because they just think it's a God-given right to come here and break every rule in society. But they forget that the Dead are giving us this amazing free ride, and it's not owed to us at all, really. But everyone is very accepting. Deadheads have a reputation for easygoingness, and people were upset about not being able to sell after the show. But I think selfishness was overcome by the realization that the situation here is delicate and required our cooperation.
Hi folks, we got some of our friends here, and first of all we'd like to find out, where are you from?
LA. San Fernando Valley.
All from San Fernando, all from Southern California, and you're here, let me guess, to see the Grateful Dead?
Yeah,
all right, very good. All right, and what's their sign say? Need a miracle and probably like a ticket or something? Or do you guys have tickets?
No.
For any of the shows?
No. That's why we drove up. We drove up here and we just
Yeah, we're gonna get them here. We want to get them.
What is it about this scene that attracts you?
It's the music. It's the music and the atmosphere that goes with it, and all the people, and just the love that you feel once you get in, and it's great. That's right.
It's kind of silly to talk about, but it's true.
It's totally true.
Yeah. When was your first show?
Mine was last year, up in Long Beach, but I loved it every bit. And I mean, it's rad. I wish I'd gone and seen them years before.
What was your favorite? What was the favorite show for you so far?
It was just Long Beach. But
Long Beach,
yeah, it was great. I'm ready to go in here. I think it'd be better.
Are there any particular songs that you enjoy the best?
Fire on the Mountain.
Fire on the Mountain. How about you?
Ripple. See my shirt?
Okay, we're ready for Ripple. We're ready for Ripple. She likes Ripple. And how about you?
Terrapin.
Terrapin. Very good. Very good.
Connecticut. Yep.
How'd you get out of here?
Hitchhiked cross country.
Chicago. That's where I'm from.
Lafayette, Louisiana.
Northern California, outside of Chico.
I drove us from Phoenix. We came out to see the Dead.
Out of Berkeley. I'm from Riverside, California. We're from Woodstock, New York.
Originally from Des Moines, Iowa, but now San Francisco.
I'm from the East originally. I'm from New York. I live in the Santa Cruz Mountains right now.
I'm from Darien, Connecticut myself. I'm from Boston originally. I've been living here in San Francisco since July.
I'm from Salt Lake. Phoenix, Arizona.
Red Wave, it's near Garberville.
San Jose.
San Jose.
Yeah. But I don't necessarily like it. I'm in my own little city there.
That's why we're in our city today.
Why do you keep going back to the shows? What is it that
It's where I feel most comfortable. It's my family. I'm safe. I'm protected, you know.
Probably just, it's like an addiction. I get it in my blood and I gotta go back for more because I never know what I'm going to expect.
I like Jerry Garcia as a hot guitar player. I like to play music.
Because they still play. They still play the real thing. I mean, you know, there are times when they've kind of slowed down and not had much enthusiasm. I've walked out in the middle of shows. Just walked out in the middle of the show if I don't like it. Now, you know, a month later, go see them again, hope they play better.
They play hick tunes, rhythm and blues, folk song, tragedy tales, and never-ending psychedelic phenomena.
Fun. I'm always meeting new people, making new friends, seeing old ones. And because of the shows, I've learned how to do all of this. And I do necklaces and ankle bracelets with bells on them, all kinds of things that I never would have been able to do. And I've met so many fascinating people because of this.
I haven't completely figured it out yet, but it's a lot of fun and probably more fun than I could have doing most anything else, so that's why I do it.
You ask yourself, every now and then there's a letdown, but then you have that one amazing show and it all comes clear to you, you know. It's just, the question answers itself.
So one amazing show makes up for 10 bad ones?
It really can, yeah. You know, when you walk out with that feeling, you know, the energy is there. Yeah, it can make up a lot of difference, a lot of leeway time.
So is it the scene outside or the scene inside?
I think it's the whole scene. The whole thing pulls it, yeah, and then just culminates with the show.
It's friendly.
It's just a big, colorful, friendly festival. And you walk by and people hand you this and that, your lucky card and pieces of sage and bits of color.
Basically what I do is just mix and mingle with fellow earthlings.
The best thing about the Dead is their ability to make people burst into joy. You know, you come out of a show and you've got this smile plastered on your face, and as you walk along, you see people you don't even know, and as soon as you look at them, they just burst into laughter because, you know, you look happy. That's the best part about the whole thing, everybody grooving.